God, I wish I had music. Wouldn't it? Camera on? Or is the mic working? I wish the mic was the mic works all right. Cameras out. Make sure they 1, 2, and 3. Back to 1. All right. So as you can see, I'm going to be taking a look at both the Legacy Thunder Megazord here, as well as Legacy White Tigerzord. Picked them both up at Toys R Us. Almost 2 years. I know it's a late review. I've been busy. A lot of other stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff has been happening to me the past year and a half. That's why the gameplays and reviews been coming really, it's obviously a year since I did anything. There's a good reason for it. But not going to get into that right now. Go ahead and take a look at this bad boy right here. So as anybody knows, when this came out, retailed for $199.99. A lot of money for it, but kind of worth it. I'm not going to say solid figure because there are flaws, but in terms of what it is, it's really good. So let's go ahead. Start with this one. This one came out second. This one came out about half a year or so after this one did. This one came out first. Quick to close up. As you can see here in focus. So it shows it combining with the Legacy Megazord. Let's go back. Shows it combining with the Legacy Megazord. That's because it wasn't out yet. Couldn't do that. You had to do with what you had. But they were making it so that it could combine with the Tigerzord. See there. It can combine with the Tigerzord. Make the Mega Tigerzord. My box is a little damaged here. This panel was ripped off. But everything's in the box. I always keep all of my stuff in the box if I have the box. Sometimes you're not that lucky. But for me, I am. So when we open this up, one thing to keep in mind is pull this out. Here. No. Right there. That you see there, that is the carrier, when they were the assault team platform. It's stored in the back of the box. And there it goes. So it's stored in the back of the box. One thing that I like about these Legacy figures is they're packaged like the Japanese figures or like the figures of old. I say Japanese because now they use the cardboard instead of that styrofoam. That messy styrofoam that got everywhere. Oh, I hated that. But, you know, I prefer this packaging over the new way they package the plastic. I just like this better. It's easier to take the figures out. But anyways, so this is the platform here. We'll get to this in a minute. I'll set this down for now. Get it out of the camera. So, this all the way up. It's on the floor. So it comes with a little cardboard on the top. And this again, like I said, I've had this for a while, so I've taken it out and put it back in the box so many times. Then you got your instruction sheet. Basic instruction sheet for the way they do the new stuff. Double-sided. I'm not going to go into what's in the instruction sheet. Take a look at everything. So, everything, there's except for 2 pieces. Everything is wrapped in plastic, which is awesome. Love it. Again, just like if you ever get anything and wrapped in plastic. What should we take a look at first? One thing to note, I put the chain on the sword. This was separate. It had its own separate bag, which I think I still have the bag in here. I don't like getting rid of a lot of stuff. So the chain does not come attached when you purchase this. You got to put it on yourself. But it's like once it's on, you don't want to take it. Kind of like the keychain. You got to wind it around like a keychain sort of deal. I don't like that much. So got this here. What should we take a look at first? Probably just start with the red dragon Thunderzord. That's him right here. Go ahead, take it out. Let's see what it looks like. So there it is, red dragon Thunderzord. Here it is. Get on the bag. Now I'll clean it up later. So let's take a look here and see. Did I do the? No, yeah. Let's take a look at everything in the Zord form. Then we'll take a look at it in the robot form. So first thing we're going to have to do is turn it into the Zord. So here's that better view. I think I'm going to keep it in this transformation. So what you got to do. No, that doesn't work. I think I'm going to try see what. Okay, so what you got to do first is you're going to take the head off. Take the head off. That down to the side. And in the middle here is the tail. Pull that off. Comes off easily. And we're going to change the body. So behind him, little panel. Flip it. Flip it closed. But I like to flip it upside down because technically this is going to be the bottom. So we're going to take the arms, do it like 2 clicks, rotate it so that this is facing down, and then just 2 clicks. And we're going to do the same thing here, 2 clicks, rotate it, 2 clicks. And 2 is put the hands open like that. Do that here too. Take it, put it open. Hands. Come to the legs. The legs have that accordion. I'm not sure what they call it. You'll see in a second here. Every joint here. Yeah, I think the original one only had like a joint in the middle here. This one has 4 joints. So you take it and you rotate it so that the spines are facing inside, I guess you want to say, but when you put it down, they're up. This particular side here, this is the rear section. This is where the tail is going to go. I'll show you why in a second. But then you just pull each little joint, you get that little accordion thing. So this is the back section because on the foot, little axle, little piece here, straighten that out. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. We'll do this quicker though. So this, pop, pop, pop them out, bring it down. Now for this one, don't do this. Do it inside. This is where the head's going to attach. Right here. This is where the head's going to attach to. So first, we'll take the tail there. Put this down for a second. We'll get to the head. So it came like this. Connect it up. It's closed. Then we can take the little horns, face them up as articulated. And then in the back of the head here, that's going to connect to here. And put it in until it flips. So now we have the full dragon. You can actually go. Take the wide shot here. Oh, wrong shot. There we go. Wide shot. So one thing to note is that each individual little piece here in the hand, go back to the close up here, it can individually move on its own. You do that with all four of them. I'm just going to show you this one. This one here goes up, separate from this one. Do that with all of them. And what's neat is that these can come off. And they're just attached, these little circle pieces here. So the thumb, I guess you want, no, sorry, the fingers in the front are articulate. Both sides. That's that. Let's go ahead, and this one we'll take a closer look at some details on it. All right, so we're gonna go to the booth here. See what, never use this. Comes into those. Mouth is painted visually. Got a little hole, kind of represent old figure, little tiny miniature figures you can stick on there. This one does not. That's okay. Don't need it. Much more show accurate. In the front. Okay. All right. Back to me. So real quickly, let's take a look at what it looks like in the warrior mode. Remove the tail, the head. Flip that up. Push these all together. Straighten that out. Then on the other side, straighten it out. Rotate it together. Flip it upside down. Now we're standing like a person. And then just connect the hands together. And then do the 2 clicks. Rotate. You know, get them so. Open up the panel. in his chest here, right here, where you're gonna attach this piece like that. It used to be different. I don't remember. I've never had the original one, so I don't remember how did this attach. What I do remember off of the original one that's not on this one is when you connected the head, the mouth had to be open when you put it in the make the warrior mode. You don't have to do that with this one. You keep the mouth closed. Open it up, and in here, you're gonna rest the head. Rest the head in until it clicks. That down. Put those back. Here he is in his warrior mode. Now, head and closer look at his warrior mode. And clearly like so. There we go. So of course it had a weapon in its warrior mode. So here, and that was right up here, staff. I take this out of the bag. Pretty big. Here, well, it's actually taller than him. Taller than him. I put it at his foot. This is a little bent. It's gonna happen. That's okay. A little bent there, but there you go. It's a little taller than he is. He can hold it in his hand. Hand there. There you go. Gimmick in the show. Well, we'll get to that when we take everything in the assault team. We're gonna go put him to the side. We're gonna go take a look at a different one now. Oh, staff. And there it goes. Okay. Put him. Wrong one. What's next? Let's do the smaller one. We'll do the Thunderbird. It's right here. Oh, when I do the assault team, I'll get to something on him. Obviously, being Legacy, each figure has a little bit of diecast in it, some more than others. Um, this one, obviously, this is a two-piece run too. This one is just a bird, but tail's not on it. The tail comes the bag separate as well. Go ahead and pull that out. Here's the and in the back is a little hole. And that just plugs in there. A little bit of force is needed, but not enough force where I'm worried I'm going to break it. So speaking of breaking it, one thing that I am worried about, the wings feel thin. I'm not going to say that the plastic is bad. The wings feel thin, and you have a tendency of pulling the wings out of these joints because it does have a lot of articulation. Got 3 points of articulation, or 2 points. One here on each side. One here, one here. Go down. Um, up. side. And then the head goes up, down. The neck on this one, I think just like in the Legacy Megazord, the pink one, the only piece that has diecast in it is in the neck. Let's go and we'll take a closer look at this one really quick. This is all paint. None of this is stickers. A little bit of pink on the wing. No legs. And this one doesn't come with the piece. I know the original one of the pieces came with legs. I don't remember if it was one of the White Tiger. Or the pink. Had a fairly long. So that's this one. Nothing much else you can do with it on its own. Put this one down here. And we'll go to the blue and the yellow. I don't know if I should do them at the same time because they're pretty much the same figure. But they're obviously the molds are different. Go with the unicorn first. Taking them out of the bag. And this is the unicorn here. Stretch the neck all the way forward. So not much. This no wheels. The original one had wheels. There's no wheels. So on its own, there's really not much to say about it. Not too much really to say on its own. Let's go ahead and we'll take a closer look here. So the die cast piece here came on the opposite side. What I do like is the mold is different for both the yellow and the blue. Little details, the little paneling, they're going to be different on both the yellow and blue. Call it a unicorn, but I honestly think to there. These are really nice. Not much else to see on this one. So we'll go ahead and we'll do the yellow one. Out of the bag here. There we have the griffin, the yellow griffin. This one, the head needs and no wheels. Do not roll is the original. Go a little here. Has wings as well. You can kind of tell already that the paneling, this one is, and the die cast is on the same part. Same piece. Have the die. Eyes. Even underneath, I'm mistaken. Red. This is yellow. This is blue. See that they're both not identical. Not at least. All right. So So now we will take a look at. He's the Black Ranger in US, of course, MMPR. It's green in Die Ranger. So that's why he's got the green face, black body in the show. But when the original one came out, it was all black. But in Japan, there was no Black Ranger in Die Ranger. It was green. So this is another one that has two bags because this is the main body and the arms. Back here in the box is the helmet, which of course ends up being the tail for the lion. So we'll go ahead, come here. He's the heaviest, I think, besides the warrior, the red Dragonzord. He's the heaviest because he has the most diecast on him. He has more diecast than the red warrior, the red Thunder Dragon Megazord. So green, that's the original scheme because again, it was the Green Ranger in Die Ranger. He wasn't black. So this does not open. And then put this down here really quick and the helmet. To connect it, I don't remember how the original one went, but I know in this one to connect inside the helmet, little piece you gotta flip out. Show you. This this little piece has to get connected into. There's a little hole back. Little hole. So you have to connect tiny little piece back in here, and it's said and done. There it goes. There you go. Black Lion, or yeah, the Black Lion Thunderzord. Go ahead. Bring it here. All of this in the back. This all die cast. Mouth. This one again. No wheels. Roll. None of roll. And so that's all five of them. So we're gonna take a look. Pull them up. So we're gonna go ahead take a look at platform for the assault mode. Here. Excuse me. Starting to get under the weather. So there you go. Little spots for the legs of the warrior. On the sides here and here will go griffin and unicorn. Where my fingers are here. This is where the lion will plug in. Back here, there's a little hole. Let's see where it is. Should have been. Bag. 2 extra pieces that I will talk about in a second. Don't tell me I lost this. I have not used the Salt Team mode in a while, so I fear that I may have misplaced a piece. Wow, I should have checked before I did this. Yeah, it's empty. Meaning that some are on my floor. Unless it fell earlier. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it looks like I misplaced it. Time I open the box. Oh, I got it. All right. Found it. It's in another box. Got all my stuff over there. It's got to get moved. But I found it. Camera fell. That was rather embarrassing. But anyways, got it. Got all my stuff all over the place. So this piece just goes in here. Yes, it goes in this way. Why? Oh no, I do have it in wrong. Oops. There it goes. There's only one way it can go in. There it goes. We're going to get to those 2 pieces I said. These pieces, honestly, on their own, well, this piece on its own is nothing. You need this piece for the connection to the White Tigerzord. So on its own, it does nothing. But here, right here, those 2 little pegs, that's where this piece goes. Just like that, so you don't lose it. Should have done that before. I thought I lost this piece. I was getting mad for a second. So there's that. Now this piece has got a little hole where this gets connected to. This piece, again, the main point of it is for 2 points. One is for the Tigerzord. This is to connect the pink Thunderbird to the Tigerzord. The other thing is you put it in here. That's where the Thunderbird's going to be held up on here. Put her in last before the Red Ranger. So, here we have the platform for the Assault Team. I believe the Unicorn was on the right. Because he is the right leg. Yeah, he's the So the unicorn on the right. They don't peg in. They're held by a little bit of friction. They don't hold in very well. If you tip this thing upside down or shake it, they're all gonna fall. This one here goes on the other side. That, just so I can show you, there's little pegs here, 2 holes here, and there's this little thing in the back, 2 holes on the bottom, and then this piece right here. That's how it sits there. Like I said, a little bit of friction, a little bit of pressure. Next, the 2 holes here on the bottom, they're gonna go in the 2 holes there. Again, a little bit of friction, a little bit of pressure, supposed to hold it in place. Getting a little worried holding this thing because it could flop all over the place. Two holes, 2 little pegs, the bottom there. They go, those 2 clips. Put her down there, the head, back. All we're missing is the red, that was yellow and blue falling off. Oops. I'll get it right. My first live one, so not watching it live, it was live. So we're gonna put his hand above him, because if you remember the show, he spun it like a helicopter. There's the 2 little spots for his feet. Gonna go, not very secure, and it's just a little bit of, oh dear. I don't even want to lift it. There's the assault team formation. One way to display. I'm worried. I'm not going to go into much detail because, to be honest, there's not much detail to go into. Best for you, you're going to get a. Okay, down. Okay, so let's get into the formation into Megazord mode. Best mode that it has. Weapon, put this to the side. We'll use that later. What to start with? Go ahead and remove the Thunderbird. And let's just do this now. You're going to remove the tail. Go to this. You're going to remove the tail. That's why. Too close to me. Not gonna. I technically can find this. All right. So take this off. Put it down there. I don't think it matters what side you put it into. The whole. Here you have one weapon for the Thunder Megazord. That to the side. Or back. And start from the bottom, the feet, right? Take yellow griffin here. What you want to do, take the head and move it forward, enough clearance to move this gray piece up. Now, something to say about this. This is something that I had. This is one of the first ones that came out. With that being said, the piece here, it was unstable. This one's a replacement piece. I don't know what I did with the original ones. I still have them, but on the bottom, on the sides here are 2 tabs. This didn't come in the original one. So you had this issue of the Zord wanting to lean forward because this wasn't secure. Bandai fixed it in later releases, and they also offered a chance if you called them, emailed them, they would send you a replacement piece. What I did, I called them, left voicemail for them, and then about a week or two, I got the replacement parts. I got the original ones. I don't remember where I put them. They're in the envelope that deep. Put it away. Not where I put it. So bring that up. Now it stays in place, and it's fairly sturdy. It won't move forward, which is the issue that it had. It still goes back, but got the sword in here like that. Now you can take the head, fold it down, clip it up, and just straight up like that. One leg. That with the other one. Here. Do this. Do it in this camera. Pretty much the same thing. Just up till it clips into place. Fold the head in, bring it back, and then stand it up to be a shoe. That's one thing that I like about this one. This is probably the only one besides Go Buster. I don't even consider Go Buster because they didn't bring it to the US. Don't know if they're going to bring it to the US. But the red Zord, Mecha, whatever in Japan, is it can be its own robot. The first time that I believe that they can be their own robot. And then it's like clothing. The rest of the Zords just fit on top of it like armor, clothing, and it goes, and that's the Megazord. So there's not another time when the red Zord by itself becomes its own robot, could fight separately, and then everything comes on it like clothing, like armor. For this one, it's armor. To me, it looks like a samurai. For anybody who knows, so that's pretty cool. So, to get him ready for the Zord mode, bring his arm down, and for now, I'm just gonna put him up. So this. Now you take the legs, point the toes down, flip the legs outwards so the spine are facing out. Out, not in, out. So the spines are facing out. Find the leg, and you can tell which is what. Because when you see in here, how well the camera's going to get going to this one here. When you look in there, you see the spot right here. This is where the spines are supposed to. So find out where the spine goes. The blue's on the right, and just put him down in until it clips. Pretty strong connection. So I have an issue because of the accordion in his legs for the articulated neck. This leg's too floppy. That's my biggest issue. This thing is too floppy. It holds together pretty well though. Like I'm worried about that. There. I'm just holding on to it from the. He's in there pretty well. It's really just floppy. Anyway, drop yellow right down, same thing until it clips in place. Now he's got some shoes. Keep hitting around. No, that's the one. So I have kind of an issue with when I put the pink on because it's hard to get the sword on afterwards for me. It's when the wing comes off. Let's take a closer look at this now before we get into placing it. Once I get it on there, I'm not going to want to get it. So these are the, like I said, they get attached keychains. Pretty long. I mean, it's pretty dangles pretty far down. Here, one side has got like a old. On the back, Falcons got it here. For itself, painted. It's not metal. So thing doesn't come. We'll go here. So what I like to do on one of the wings, notice that there's two little etches. That's where these go. But the first thing that I do, I don't want the chain to dangle so low. So what I do, I'll take it and I'll wrap the chain around twice. Kind of remove some slack so that in the Megazord mode it doesn't come. I just wrap it around twice. Then I put the sword where it belongs first. Attaching it. So there it goes. Put the sword on first, then I attach this because I think a lot, like just a little bit, like not a little bit, but the force takes this off. I don't like that. I don't really like that. So you're not just grab. So on his back are two clips, same type of two clips. You know where this is gonna go. Attach here and here. Now on the wings are these little pieces that are supposed to attach to the spine. Oh, came off. It's not that difficult. They don't stick. They don't attach. They don't clip. That's another issue I have. It just kind of just goes over. Doesn't really clip into place. All right. Or down. Don't worry about this. So just close it on here. Close it on here. This. I don't know. It doesn't look right. Excuse me. Under the weather. So doesn't look right. But in the end, when the Black Ranger or the Black Rangers line goes on front of it, it covers this. Okay. So it's one more sword to go. Now the Black Ranger splits into four different parts. got bottom two pieces are the arms. Pull those down. Pull that down. Gonna be the chest piece, and then you've got the helmet. On the chest piece, you take this back here. Are two little clips. They're very, again, it's just thin plastic, so I'm worried I'm going to break it. I'm probably not, but it feels thin. It's kind of bendable, so I'm afraid that with some force you might break it, but I'm going to pull it out. Pull it out. Come out this way. Again, I've had it for 2 years, haven't broken it yet. Crossing my fingers, knocking on wood, I don't, but it feels real thin. So something that I worry about. We're going to start this way. This slides right in front and connects. Like I said, it covers up the little, in my opinion, flaw. The Falcon, the Phoenix Sword not closing all the way. And then you come in here, flip out the arm on both of these. So obviously the side with the screw holes is going to be in the back. This is the front of the arm, but this being the front of the arm, this is the left arm. I'm going to take the Red Ranger's arm, take him, fold it down at the elbow. So floppy. Down fist. Hold it down at the elbow. This is going to slide over his arm, and then there's a piece in here, pieces in here that on here. Got to line it up right. Mess around with it a little bit. Might take some time. Get it in there. You'll know when it's done right. There it is. That's one arm. There. Close it until that's not it. That's it there. So floppy. Last but not least, take the one thing you have to do. Have to take the head and pull it up. Got a joint in here. You got to pop it up for the helmet. I don't know if you can see that there's a little, it popped up. This piece folded in. Take the helmet and put it over his head. And here we have the Thunder Megazord. So there it is, the Thunder Megazord. And I love it. Despite the fact that it's floppy, it's for the price range. This isn't really meant to play around with. I like to transform it every now and then. It usually goes in the box for a couple of months, and then I get bored and I'll bring it out and I'll play around with it for a little bit and then put it right back in the box. So, but yeah, I mean, when it's standing up, when he's like this, it's fine. It's perfect. It's beautiful. Let's talk about one. The hands are articulated. The fist, the first four fingers. So he's got to hold things pretty well. So I'm gonna put this left hand. I'll arm him up. This will go in left hand. Left hand. Oh, and the helmet. Visor. And he's got wrist articulation. Sword out. Requires some sword in his right. Goes. Ready for a fight. Let's do this. And um, and for a Legacy Sword, I know the Megazord was kind of small in my. I can't even rotate him. He's all the way in the back. Rotate him. But is one of my favorites. I only have three. Actually, the first one. Well, actually, I purchased the White Tigerzord, and the Thunder Megazord. The other one that I had, Ninja Mega. That was a crit. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get him off of here and talk about the White Tigerzord real quick while I still have time. Try to make this quick. White Tigerzord shouldn't be much longer. Keep him standing here because I will need him in a minute. I'll need him in a minute. You know why? This guy. This one's easy. This one doesn't have the little, not the cardboard piece of it, but production sheet. Here's the sword. See the tail. And the back. He's packaged kind of half in tiger mode, half in warrior mode. Cardboard. Got this plastic goes. And take him out of the bag. The PI Stadiums and Stones. He came out before the Thunder Megazord, like I said. But the bottom half is in warrior mode. The top half is mode. But that's easy. Let's put him in tiger mode first. Top half is already there except for the arms. Down. Die cast on him real quick. Get to that first. I forgot. I will get to the red Thunder Megazord. Like one piece of die cast. But him, front paw on here, on his legs, underneath here, the toes, the clawed toes are metal, as well as this here helps them combine. That's it. Oh, and on the side of the tiger face, this lighter silver piece, that's die cast. Teeth are not die. That's about the bit of diecast he has. There's some diecast inside the joints where he transforms. I don't know how well you pick here, but it's not really visible. So here, arm, take that down, covers his fist, and you can clip it like that. So down, so this is straight. There's the fist, and you bend it once. For the legs in the back, in here, you bring out the toes. Take these, pull them out to the side. Sometimes you gotta use a little more force than I like. They will come up, clip, get the toes out. The tail, little hole there, which this end piece goes into. That. Not upside down, so oh, it's not. And there's the tail, articulated mouth. All paint, no stickers. Uh, okay, so there he is. Put him in warrior mode. Remove the tail. Um, I got a little issue with mine. It's kind of because it's been in the packaging. Goes sideways. I've tried straightening it out without a heat gun. Turns. I don't know. It's one of my idiots. It's one of my pet peeves. It's just hate soft plastic. It is what it is. So reverse that to there. Collapse the toes, the feet, and then just put them down. Have the heels. Put it down. This frontwards, and clip it sideways. So from the paw mode, go sideways here, and here. Ready? Side. Hands. Grab the head. There we have. There. Quite nice. And has no real issue holding this. Oh, and is warrior mode. Very nice. Show that symbol there. And of course, like the show, lines with uh, the 4 limbs of the Thunder Megazord. Show that now. Or let's just here. Obviously, the Thunder Megazord taller, nicer. Well, not nicer, but taller. we're going to do is we're going to just put him to the side. We're going to get this one ready for merge. Take off this piece. So this is, I'm going to show you something pretty cool. First off, obviously the Thunder Megazord, samurai-ish. Move piece. You won't need helmet transformation, so you need everything else. The arms off, turn them like the paws. Off the chest, close the clips. Down the arms. Thunderbird. And when you pull him out, his legs are going to extend, push him back in. So, the die cast is in his chest, and it's just the front and the back piece. The piece in the middle is actually thick, but the front and the back here piece, and this front chest, this piece here in the back, this piece here, and in the front, it's die cast. But the piece in the middle, piece here in the middle where he connects, that's plastic. Yeah, that's plastic. I'm just gonna give him this weapon really fast. Him to the side for now. I'll put play when Tigerzord merged up. Now, I don't like this part because I don't like extra parts. When I put everything together, I want everything together. I don't like the extra parts. But we're going to have extra parts because to merge them together, you have to because of the Zord builder, they kind of cut some corners. So to merge them together, blue and yellow, you've got to remove these gray pieces. You got to put them off. So don't. In the back is this piece flips out, flip out, pull it out, comes over, give you a builder. Don't like. Had to be done. We'll do the same here. Just come in the back, close that up. Yeah. Now we're gonna have to come back to this piece. Take this off. Black piece that I said was only used for the merger. That off. Now the White Tigerzord. Get him ready. We are going to. We got to take these off. Off these. Do that. Take that off. We need them. What I like to do, pull out, take the arms and just forward. Take these and then bring them back up like if you were putting them in tiger mode to expose the sword builder ports on the bottom of the legs. Then you're going to just put them on here like you would any sword builder. and made him a little taller. Now I take in the back little spot that this has to clip to. Clip it. You don't use these parts to connect them to the Tigerzord. You have to use this part. The back, a clip to. Not here, like not in the shoulder because it's not wide enough. It needs to clip. And we need to make sure arms are. Got to make sure that you do pull them out. Catch it. The back. Oh, this part gets in the way. Using the chest on it. Like that. I don't know why that. Honestly, you're really not going to look at his back, so I don't know why that's back there. And oh right. Take the more sword builder ports, and remember I showed you that these connect to the tread, the battle mode thing, assault mode. Plug here, here, bring forward, it up, thus forming the Mega Tigerzord. I feel like he's got short hands compared to how tall he is. I don't know. I mean, they hang kind of naturally, I guess, where you'd have them, but just he's bigger. Like it's me. Now the Thunderzord looked like a samurai. To me, he looks like a knight. Looks like he's a knight in his suit of armor, which I think is cool. I don't know if anybody else sees it, but to me, he looks like a knight. He looks like he could be King Arthur. And then, lastly, needs his weapon. So this is just plugs in as usual. Oh wait, tail back up. Wings. So plug this in. It's got grooves in it. It's gonna go towards the hand. It's gonna go. The grooves are gonna go on the facing opposite of the tail. Plug it in. Want these to be opposite tail. How can I show this part off? So this here. You get when you corners, they always fit the right. Again. It's because it's not solid enough. Always falling off. Drop it. There he is. I don't know. Get on it. There he is, Mega White Tigerzord. Very nice. I think this mode, it's more solid than the Thunder Megazord, but I mean, I'm a fan of it. I love. All right, let's go ahead and just finish up by standing him here right next to how much he towers. That's it, guys. My look at the Legacy Thunder Megazord. Is that to pick up? Absolutely. You're a collector. There are some flaws in it, but other than that, the you could get past, especially if you're going to display it. You can get past the fact that it's because it's not going to be wobbly when you're displaying it on a shelf and you're displaying it right and you don't move it. It's going to stand there. It's going to look really nice. I think I'm going to try to do these more often. Really want to get back to the toy reviews. So, not sure what I'm going to show next time. I'm not going to do season 3 because I do not have the Falcon Zord. I only have the Ninja Megazord, and just like these two, I want to do them both together. I don't want to do them one and then I wait and wait until I do end up having to get the Falcon Zord. So I don't know what'll be next. Because after that, I don't have Zeo. I don't have Turbo. I don't have In Space, but I do have Lost Galaxy. One of the Lost. Might do that one, not sure. Or I might go backwards, but I only have the Cureno, the original Cureno, 1, 3, 5, and 7. Or 1, 3, 5, and 7? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I don't have the odd ones. I just have Cureno. But I don't know what I'm going to do next. When I figure it out, you guys. But thank you guys for watching. Take care.